Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of the Jungle Boys TV. I'm one of your hosts, the silverback, Seth Petruzelli. To one of my sides is Sacco the Slabo.
I think I'm on his right side, but I can't be certain.
It doesn't matter. You said this last time.
Yeah,
It's because
yeah.
when we're on iTunes, nobody knows what side anybody's on.
Yeah, but they can imagine their right arm and then look over
That's
and then
true.
imagine me.
To my right, there's Sacco.
Hey guys, what's up?
To my left, one of our reoccurring guests, Aaron
Yeah.
Carigna.
Conway? Yeah.
Hello.
I just like
Yeah.
Aaron Carigna. It sounds short.
He is kind of like Howard Stern's hair stylist
Oh,
to our podcast.
what? Damn it!
I can't remember
I'm
his
blanking
name.
out. I used
But
to
he
listen
has-
to Howard Stern all the
I
time.
used to listen to Howard Stern. I don't know.
He kind of
about.
has crazy hair, but
Oh, he's got
it's
messed
like-
up. He's kind of got like pop marks in his face a little
Oh,
bit.
no.
No,
I'm fucking
it's the
hot.
it's
Not
the
pop,
hair.
Yeah, you know pop marks. It's
I'm
the hair.
fucking hot.
It's the hair more than anything because he's got like that
I
crazy.
can't believe I can't remember his damn name right now. And
Yeah.
I watch that all the time.
We need what this podcast needs is a Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that would be great to have a little retard.
Yeah.
So I picked a song and I love that song. I really love the Neverending Story. We like the intro song, Neverending Story.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, I still
Excellent
get a little
movie.
Unbelievable.
Say my name, Sebastian.
I still get a little
Love it.
tingle when I see that movie. Like
I get a tingle every time I see the princess.
Sequels
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
that good.
The child princess.
oh, the
'cause
sequels
that's
are
the-
dog shit.
Oh, the
Yeah,
sequels are.
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
See, now it's not pedophilia, like if I think she's cute now, because I was the same age as her when I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
it, and
Oh,
I thought she
totally.
was so hot and had a crush on her.
Yeah,
I wonder what she
absolutely.
looks like today.
I googled her; she still
Of
looks
course.
pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 She looks pretty hot.
It's
Like I think that's what started my fetish with little up noses and like blonde
Yeah.
hairs and small girls.
It's the voice more than anything.
Oh,
creepy thing, though.
The
is
little
what-
list that she has,
Yeah.
Sebastian,
Yeah.
say my name.
It'd be like,
It's like,
it was-
oh God,
Yeah.
child princess.
But it was his
exactly.
mom's name, and that's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
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 And I can never understand what his mom's name was because he goes, Arisha! At the end, you don't know what the fuck what did he
Yeah.
say?
I don't know.
Exactly. No one knows the damn name.
Maybe he
screamed.
was coming too.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I really wanted the fucking wolf to succeed, actually. That's all I could
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that wolf-
that wolf was
He's
badass.
badass.
I am the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just didn't care. It was just apathy.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
he was the nothing,
apathy.
right?
Well, he was the force that helps the nothing.
Yeah.
So I think
It was very philosophical, too.
It
Yeah.
was. It was.
Those
I am
oracles were
And-
like super badass.
And for those of you that don't know, and I get shit for this all the time, and this actually kind of bleeds into our Dear Fatso question too about kids and stuff like that. But I've always wanted to name my first kid Atreyu, and
Yeah.
everybody makes fun. Everyone knows that. You know
Yeah.
that, Soccer, right?
Okay. No, see, that would be really, really fucking cool, but
Well,
they
yeah.
had that really gay band fucking Atreyu.
I know,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
sucks, but I think they're fizzled out,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Right,
do people
but
still
right
listen to
now,
it?
but kids nowadays, the people nowadays would
Will
think your
think
name
that.
will name it after the band.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now would fucking suck.
I'm,
But I would have to tell people, no, I'm naming it after one of the best movies of all time, Atreyu.
Yeah.
Anakin is actually a popular name now in
see
elementary
that.
school.
Really?
Yeah, Anakin.
See, I was thinking Kal-El or Atreyu. I love Kal-El.
Tiberius.
What's his name? The guy that plays Ghost Rider,
Nicholas Cage?
Nicolas Cage. His son's name's Kal-El.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
'cause- well,
That's
he's a
pretty cool.
crazy
You
Superman
know,
fan.
he's actually a Coppola. He's not really a Cage.
yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a Coppola. He changed his name to so he wouldn't ride on his family's like fame and shit.
That was cool of him.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should have because he sucks regardless.
Yeah.
Right now, he's kind of eating shit.
Yeah, he sucks it hard.
He's
He
doing.
should have named his son Atreyu instead of Kal-El. Would have done him some good.
I like Kurgan. I want to name my kids Kurgan and Conan.
There's a kid in a class I sub for named Corvair. Yeah.
It's like a-
Corvair.
It's like a,
Yeah, it's a car.
it's like a French villain in a sword
Yeah,
movie.
Corvair, yeah.
Corvair.
I don't know. I really like the name Atreyu. I think it has a lot of meaning to it.
Yeah, my kids are going to get badass names.
What's your name? What do you want?
I don't know.
You know Ryan Bader, his son. What his name is?
No.
Rambo.
Really?
He named his son Rambo. The UFC fighter Ryan Bader named his son Rambo, which is cool, I
is cool.
guess. But he's
Rambo
gonna-
was John Rambo's last name, though.
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't his first name. You're right.
Yeah. That's like Bundy. Like
Rambo
naming your kid
Bader.
Bundy.
Rambo Bader.
Yeah.
Rambo Bader.
That'd be pretty good, Rambo. I don't know if he's gonna make fun of or if he's gonna grow up so tough because of it he won't get made fun
Well,
of.
if he's like anything like his dad, I'm sure that people aren't going to fuck with him too much.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys remember Highlander? The villain in Highlander, the main Highlander?
Yeah, yeah,
The-
yeah. The
the
first
first
one.
Highlander?
The first Highlander.
Yeah.
Better to burn out than to fade away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's driving in the car.
That guy's
Yeah.
name was Kurgan. I think that's a fucking
Yeah, that's
awesome
right. Kurgan. Yeah.
Name. Kurgan.
Kurgan's not a bad name.
No.
I think we got
I like Hannibal. I like that a lot.
that'll go over here.
Really? You
Well,
don't
there's a
think
few
so?
good reasons
Hannibal?
for Hannibal. Well, you have Hannibal.
Hannibal Sacco.
Hannibal
That
the
sounds
cannibal.
fucking awesome.
And then you also have,
Hannibal soccer.
you also have Hannibal, the guy who ruined the Romans.
Yeah,
Like, who
yeah.
killed
He's a historical
That's
yeah.
where Hannibal got his
See,
name.
I thought Caesar was a great name until all the Spanish
cat
people
food?
started taking it.
Yeah, till the
Yeah.
cat food.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah. Spanish name was good.
Yeah,
I didn't know how that becomes Spanish. Like
it's like Jesus. It's
Jesus,
the worst fucking
Like,
name
like,
ever.
Caesar.
like
and-
everything, they steal shit.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you
It's a
noticed
shame you
that,
can't
but
leave a coat hanger mark on a fucking name because it would be.
do you have your beer with you?
No, she's chilling it for us right now, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I opted for the wine this podcast, and let me tell you why. I'm starting to get into red wines, and I don't know anything about them. Like, I'm not like a wine snob, or because I started getting into like microbrews and different type of beers.
Mhm.
But I think red wine complements things a lot better than beer sometimes. Because when I eat stuff and drink a beer, I get that strong beer taste, even though when it's supposed to be paired correctly, it's just overpowers everything. But with wine, it kind of complements stuff.
Well, yeah, it complements stuff, but it really has to be that certain type of food. Like, it's not just, it kind of doesn't go with anything. Like, red wine has to go with a certain thing, and like
Yeah,
white wine
true.
has to go with a certain thing. It won't just mix in perfectly with kind of everything.
Well, unless you're a lonely housewife, and then wine is the main course.
Yeah, wine's the course for everything.
And then
a
you pair
Viking, a Vicodin
yeah,
and a
exactly.
red wine. Ah,
Yeah, then you have to pair
fuck my life.
the pill to the wine.
Yeah, you pair either you have a Xanax with a white wine, a
Yeah.
Vicodin with a red. That's how it
Exactly, yeah.
usually goes.
Yeah.
It's a little more stronger with the Xanax, so you got to pair it down with the white.
Dinner for one in a loveless marriage. Yeah.
This is what you're looking forward to, Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see you when you're about 42 with a whole row of empty bottles of red and white
And some
wines.
fake tits.
Some
Yep, that's
fake
what I was
tits.
just thinking. Just like your
You
mom.
know, I met.
Divorced once with a kid,
Yep.
smoking a cigarette.
Yep.
See, I don't think I'd ever get married.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I
How old
don't
are you?
blame
How old are you?
Pointless.
How old are
Here,
you?
here.
I'm 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll change in
No.
I don't know. I don't
2
know.
hours?
Who knows?
My parents have like scarred me from that. It's every marriage I have seen has just like ended like ruined a good
Yeah.
relationship.
Not every. There's 50. It's 50-50. Half of it's good, half hasn't.
No.
It's
And the ones
No.
that Dominique's parents have been married for 25 years
Yeah,
now.
but nowadays with the trend,
27. No, I'm
it's
sorry, almost 30
becoming
years.
like the exception.
It is the exception. It's true. There's
Mhm.
it's a small percentage that lasts that long.
Yeah. My parents
But-
have been married forever.
Really?
Yeah.
See, well, there you go. There's another one. My
Yep.
parents divorced when I was 19, 20, so they were married like 20 something years.
Yeah.
My mom's been remarried 6 times.
Yeah.
Is she yelling at somebody?
Yeah, she says her parents have been together
Yeah.
forever. They never fight or any of that kind of shit.
And
Yeah.
sometimes.
See, but it takes a special couple to do that. Like, you have to be non-combative. You don't have to have any pride
But-
left in your body to, like,
Yeah.
just
Why
bow
get
down to
married?
your...
Yeah.
You have to pick your battles, I know, but that's just it. I'm a battling motherfucker, and I like
Yeah.
to battle.
Yeah. Apparently, when you get drunk, you just sit there and insult them like, "You're fucking worthless. You don't make any money. Like,
But then if you're so
I
good
shit on your
together,
face."
If you're
What?
so good together, why do you need to get married?
Exactly. I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
have
So-
a listen. Here's
Look,
how
I
it
don't
works.
have a problem with not getting married.
Yeah.
It's the women that usually
The
want to get married.
minutia of relationships cannot stand not being married at some point.
Yeah.
You either have to get married or you just have to break it off.
Which is
Also-
bullshit because it is a tax break, and you're just pretty much telling the state that you're married. That's really the only reason to get married. I mean, it's traditional, but I'm sick of these doing it just for
Yeah.
tradition. Like, there's stupid traditions. I mean, there's a lot of dumb traditions that need to be broken out there.
So you don't say something fucking stupid and gay and trendy like life partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, wife partners
I
and-
mean, that's like, what are you, like decade partner?
This is my life partner.
5-year partner.
Hey, what's
I
up?
mean, what do you say? I mean, you do, and it's so
oh,
it's you have to say that you're married in order to show people that you
super
really love the person that much to get married.
well, super hippie douchebags.
I don't think so, but that's what society thinks.
Well, they call their significant. They call them the other, my other. That's what super duper liberals say.
Really?
I
Yeah,
hear a lot of
it's
people
so
call
gay.
their dogs their other, you know?
Yeah.
That's my other.
That makes no sense getting married just to show other people that you love them because I can be like, oh, I love him so much, and then 40 hours, nah, I kind of hate you. We're getting divorced. We're getting annulment. You can
Gentlemen,
I
look,
love
People
divor- I
people
love
change,
divorce,
love
everything.
changes. I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree with you. I mean, but and I don't think that we're the type of no. I don't need any. Thank you. I
Oh
got
no!
mine.
Come on, camera.
Just come- yeah.
Turn around and smile at the viewers.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's brew is Shipyard's
Yeah.
Applehead. It's very delicious.
I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna have a
and
sip of that.
hey,
And
Shipyard.
I have apple beer in the fridge too, but it's not Shipyard.
I hope the check's in the mail. By the way,
Wait for the aftertaste. Wait for the aftertaste.
Aftertaste is good.
Now
Jenny,
is a tasty
do me a favor.
beer.
That's a tasty brew.
Okay. In a second, just open up that fridge a little bit and look at the bottom and tell me what brand I got because I can't remember. But it sounded amazing, and this is why I bought it.
And why
So
is
stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know what this other type of beer is I got. That's apple.
I mixed this with Guinness, and it's phenomenal.
It's shock top, but named apple wheat, but it's called something else. It's not just apple wheat, is it? I thought it was like apple crisp, honey crisp apple wheat. Sounds amazing, doesn't it?
I've tried it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I have actually.
And
Oh, I haven't tried
more
it yet.
importantly, why is Jenny dressed like Darth Maul?
She does look like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
So before we get too far along, I think we wanted to do our montage.
Yeah.
Last week we apologized to all the women. I hope you enjoyed that, and that was a sincere apology to you women.
This week we don't give a fuck, and we're not apologizing. We're actually calling all you fat fuck douchebag cops out there. This montage is for you and all that you do for, what would we say, the public at large?
Public, yeah,
you
to protect and serve yourselves.
Exactly, or the state.
Yeah. Screw
fucking
you.
automatons.
Yeah. Okay, so this is to all the cops.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Carly didn't give us a signal that it was done.
Oh,
I wasn't aware.
What? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Um,
And unfortunately, it does not smell like bacon in here.
so I hope that
That'd be an awesome candle.
Yeah.
Bacon candle.
bacon candle. sounds
Cop
good.
candle.
So speaking of cops, I'll just go into this story that I learned about this past week. Is that Orlando? What it kind of has to do with cops. Orlando is putting a bill out putting it out there to try to have the bars that are 21 and up open till 3, serve liquor till 3 a.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
which
pretty
is
awesome.
huge news. But the stipulation is it has to be 21 and up, obviously, and they have to hire an off-duty cop all night to be there while the club's going on.
That's
Now-
retarded.
Yeah.
Well, it's retarded because most of the time the off-duty cops are usually the douchebags that don't make enough money because they're like just hired or they're like low down on the totem pole and the cop totem pole.
Plus, not only that, they're the
Yeah,
douchebags.
the hierarchy. Thank you.
They want to use their badge to get pussy.
Exactly. Badge to get pussy, and they have a fucking power complex where they want to
Yeah.
like
Badge
fucking.
bunnies. Badge bunnies.
They want
Yeah.
to try to like fucking act like tough guys in front of everybody, and
Yeah.
I've dealt with these people before. So
Yeah, it's a bullshit money grab, and once again, the city of Orlando is fucking over its citizens. Congratulations, Orlando.
yeah, but I think it'd be great if they actually do open at 3 a.m. to serve.
That would be cool,
Well,
but
I
it's
don't
gonna
wanna be
fuck
out
up a
till
lot of
3.
other bars too.
Oh, I don't. I mean, it's always there to.
Mm.
Dude, you know how much more money that's going to generate? Another hour of liquor sales for downtown. I mean,
Nothing
downtown already is growing and it looks amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, compared to other cities, I think downtown Orlando in that one vicinity, because everything else usually, like when I go to
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, it's all spread out. Like downtown is 5 mile radius. No, I'm sorry, like 3 mile radius.
Yeah.
Of packed clubs.
Yeah.
So I think that it could be good.
I would like to see something else, because every club is really just a variation on itself.
Of true, but it's not for us having. I'm not saying that it's great because we get to party at all these different types of clubs. I'm saying it's going to generate money.
Yeah, yes, it's going to generate more money for the people who own bars. However, having a cop station there until 3, I think, is a waste of fucking money.
You don't think that that'll actually deter crime at the club?
I mean, is it? Here's the problem.
No.
Every law
think
that
so either.
or downtown Orlando passes is for the benefit of Disney.
Really?
Yeah. That's the reason why strip clubs, they have to wear pasties and they can't be bottomless. That was something that Disney pushed for.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Disney pushed for that.
And you know how the cops section off
Wine makes you
downtown?
burp.
That's also Disney. Disney pushed for that too.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Fucking Disney hiding my coups.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see coups. I don't want to have it blocked.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Wait, speaking of, do we want to talk about this now?
Well, no, I want to get into. I just want to get into our cop story.
Okay.
So how they say about the off-duty cop bullshit, like Soccer says, not good. I believe it's not good too because I kind of had an experience once. The only time I was ever arrested in my entire life. I was at Roxy. We had the entire jungle have like some sort of, I don't know what we were there for.
It was like a party of some sort.
It was a party of some sort, but the entire gym was invited. Were their guests, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And as I was walking everybody in, I was standing at the front door. Fucking door guy was letting everybody in, and I just stood there saying, okay, he's jungle. And some guy comes up to me and pushed me and goes, hey, get in, you're blocking everything. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to, tell everybody who's with the jungle so they can get in. He's like, no, you're get out of here, get inside. I'm like, the front door guy's not going to know who's good to go in unless I say who's good to go in. He's like, fine, just get the hell out of here then. I'm like, what do you mean get out of here? He's like, leave. So he kicks me out of the club. Like, I didn't even go in the club yet. I'm like, guy, we're having a night here for our gym. You invited us here and you're kicking me out. He's like, leave. So the promoter of the club called me and says, where are you? I'm like, I got kicked out. Start walking back in. The cop sees me. Fucking slams me up against the wall and says, I thought we kicked you out of here. Blah, blah, blah. Empty your pockets. So I had empty my pockets. I had some stuff in there. I had to empty my pockets out and threw it to my ex-wife my wife at the time. And anyway, as I was walking, he handcuffed me and says, That's it. You're going to jail. I'm like, and I'm trying to explain to him like what I was doing. I'm like, look, we're here at the gym with the gym. Or trying to have a night here, blah, blah, blah. And as I was explaining it to him, I'm handcuffed. He fucking chucks me, probably like, 5 feet into a wood fence, splits my eye completely open, like have to go to the hospital before I go to the jail to get stitches. Starts yelling at me, oh, you want to talk shit now? Who the fuck do you think you are? And granted, I had the pink mohawk at the time, so I probably looked like a punk, I guess. I don't know. And then was in the hospital, handcuffed to the bed. They were stitching me up. And whoever took me wasn't the same guy that threw me into the fence. The guy that threw me into the fence called the cop that was in the hospital with me and was like, hey, was that guy that I threw into the fence, the guy that knocked out Kimbo and he owns the gym? And the guy's like, yeah, he actually was. He's like, oh, shit. Well, tell him that I'm sorry. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck yourself, you piece of shit. And I've yet to find that guy, and I look for him. Every time I see Orlando PD, I always look for the because I don't remember what he looks like, but I remember his name. It's John Seth James was his name. Yeah. So every time I fucking see an OPD, I always look for that name because I'm going to give him a gym card and beg him to come in and sign a waiver so I can beat his ass.
Names. That's the thing. Like, it's always now.
He's on a power trip, man.
I'm a big fan of a few cops, but most cops that I don't know, I just want to be like, hey, how about you put that gun down and take off that badge and let me show you what an ass whooping really feels like.
95% of the cops were fucking just people that wanted authority, people that want to control other fucking people, and that were just fucking too pussy to do anything else in their life but to go get a two-year degree.
And I guarantee you this, without their gun, cops are nothing. You take cops guns away from cops, 99% of them are fucking worthless.
Well, yeah. It's because most of them aren't trained in
I'm not sure about Orlando PD, but in GPD down in Gainesville, we had the Party Patrol, which is the guys that did all the club.
And they're actually worse than OPD.
Actually, they were super cool to us.
They were nice.
They were super nice. They did some favors for us, like in ways, and told us when there's gonna be a bad situation in certain places, not to go certain areas. But they're really personable. But like I said, I've never seen Orlando PD. I've seen Orlando PD watch kids get completely beaten down in front of iBar when I worked there, and just like
they just stood there.
They just stood there and let it finish, and then took the kid who was beaten. It was a gay guy actually, and just like put him handcuffed. It was terrible. I haven't seen really good things here when it comes to that level. But Gainesville, we had some pretty good guys.
Yeah,
really?
There's been a lot of
experience was way different.
OPD, not so much Seminole County sheriffs or Orange County sheriffs, but OPD in particular has had tons and tons. It's like it's kind of news that they have had so many complaints about being overly abusive and that sort of thing. Like, it's a big kind of deal.
No one will ever, that's the thing. Attorneys won't take up a case because they have to see these people in court all the time. Yeah. So they don't want the reputation of having a lawsuit against the police.
Piece of fucking shit.
And not only that, Disney has a lot of sway over that. They don't want fucking those cases going to court.
Is Disney, because that's Orange County down there, right? Is that considered Orange County still?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that sucks. Fucking Disney. I mean, Disney. I love Disney.
I do too, but
The fact that it has so much influence over over that sort of thing kind of sucks. I mean, does that mean that even downtown clubs open 3 a.m.? I didn't check to see if that means downtown Disney and Universal can be open to 3.
Well, they have their own police force.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're police. They're pretty well.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting that they put that on the agenda to try to open the nightclubs at 3 a.m. And majority of people in Orlando think it's a great idea. Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Well, it's like being a grown-up city because Miami, as you will remember, doesn't close.
Doesn't close at all. Most places are open at 3. Tampa, some clubs are open at 3.
I mean, it's gonna
Jacksonville, some are open at 3.
done at 1:30.
Yeah, Gainesville.
It's gonna attract a different kind of crowd. Like, there's definitely a late night crowd as opposed to just a regular crowd.
Yeah,
so.
True. Which is a good thing.
Well, remember, Orlando used to be open like that until the rave laws.
Dude, I remember the after hour club when I first moved to Orlando in 2000. Everything closed at 2, and then there's one after hour club. Everyone went in, and everyone was just rolling balls.
Yeah,
and I was just stood there watching people like, oh my god, this is too freaky. And it was open to like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I remember Firestone. You could get when I just had turned 18. You could get any fucking drug you wanted.
Firestone was a shit back in the day.
I mean, it was like
we used to come from out of town to go there.
And people
I
would
heard it was like one of the best clubs in the state.
It was a nicer one, and then you had Cyberzone, which was like just a hole of just ecstasy.
I remember Cyberzone.
Yeah.
That's where my infamous trying to fight Tom Lawler and Mike Lee happened.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that story, but
you haven't?
No.
I said it on the podcast before, did I not?
No.
Really?
I remember it, but
oh boy. All right. Well, there was a Cyberzone reunion.
I wish the flute was here.
It was literally like 4 months after Kimbo, 6 months after Kimbo. Like, so it was 2008. Might have been right at 2009 at that point. Me, Mike Lee, Tom Lawler, some other guys that were sponsors of the gym got invited there, and I was signing autographs and stuff like that. But before I went there, I took an unbelievable amount of G. And then I took a whole bunch of
Special K.
G for
the green stuff.
G for goodies.
The green stuff.
Absinthe.
I took tons of absinthe, and then Alex, our Russian friend, gave me Russian moonshine. Like, this was legit moonshine, but from Russia. Like, it was hooched moonshine. So I was on.
Is it made from the bone marrow of Bulgarians?
It tasted like, I know people say rubbing alcohol, but it was like rubbing alcohol like boiled in my mouth. It was fucking atrocious.
God.
I took that G. Absinthe, and I was drinking. I was out of my fucking mind, Aaron.
Yeah.
Like, bad. So, first thing that happened was I went into the bathroom stall with another dude that I didn't know. He kept asking me for Coke. And I'm like, dude, I don't do Coke. I don't do that shit.
What the fuck are you in the bathroom stall for?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
So, I'm in the bathroom stall, and
There's a dick in the
I was about to
future
take
of
a
this
Kappa G.
Oh.
Right.
So, I'm in the bathroom stall. This guy walks in, and he's like, hey, you got some Coke? I'm like, no, I don't got Coke. I'm like, I don't do that shit. And then at this time, like, I'm fucked up, so I don't think to kick him out, really. He's just in there with me. And he's like, well, what do you got? And I'm like, well, I was about to take this G. You want some G? He's like, sure. So we're in the bathroom, in one stall, G. The bouncer breaks up the door. Hey, I know what goes on in here when two guys are in the bathroom stall. And I don't know if he thought we were doing drugs or thought we were, like, making out, sucking each other's cock.
It's Cyberzone. It's drugs.
Yeah.
Okay. So he kicks us out. I fucking go ape shit. I go ballistic. This is supposed to be my party. I'm here signing autographs. What the fuck, bro? Lawler might come out. Seth, you gotta calm down. The sponsor who sponsored me to go there. You gotta calm down. It's okay. We'll get you back in. About 20, 25 minutes go by, and they get me back into the club. And I'm like, okay, I'm back in. But I'm still kind of heated from getting kicked out because, I'm my authority complex. I hate that shit.
Right.
So here I'm doing more drink, taking more G. I'm getting more fucked up. Tom and Mike are both talking to the girls, and I'm getting kind of like, I'm sitting by myself like, fuck, why don't I have a girl? Because I'm acting like an asshole. Obviously, I don't have a girl because I'm acting like a fucking crazy man. So Tom's talking to this blonde girl, and I'm like taking shots at the bar. I turn around, I'm like, here, take this. And the girl says something like kind of smart to me. And I fucking go, what? And I had the shot glass. I take the shot glass, and I slam it on the fucking table, and it shatters into a million pieces. And then I grab the nearest drink to me, and I slam that on that table too, and cut my hand open, and I start going, ah. And Tom's like, Seth, calm down. I turn around and go, what? I push Tom.
Yeah.
Tom pushes me back, and I start going after Tom, like swinging on Tom. Mike Lee, these are all guys from the gym, by the way. Tom Lawler, UFC fighter. Mike Lee circles back around me as I'm going after Tom, swinging, fucking puts a rear naked choke on me and starts choking me. And I'm like, ah, ah. as he's choking me, I'm still swinging at Tom, trying to fucking hit him. And then Mike and the bouncer both throw me out of the fucking club. And at this point, I got thrown out twice. So I'm like, fuck this. I start bawling tears. Like, literally, Aaron, like, bawling like I'm a little kid and I just saw my fucking dog get shot.
It's the G, and I'll tell you why, because I'll tell another story in a second.
Okay. So as I'm bawling, crying, I'm running down the fucking street. And then, I don't know this, but Alex supposedly has my keys to my Hummer. He gets in my Hummer. No, I'm sorry. Somebody has the keys to my Hummer and takes my Hummer somewhere, parks it, and I see it in the distance. I run over to my Hummer and I start beating the fuck out of it, like punching it, elbowing it. I got dents in the side of my Hummer, like huge, like from punching it. Alex, the Russian guy who gave me the fucking shit in the first place, drives around in his car because he was leaving, sees somebody punching his Hummer. He takes out his fucking gun because he thinks somebody's beating my Hummer trying to break in. Yeah. And he pulls up with his gun and says, hey! And I look and I see him with a gun. I'm like, ugh! He's like, oh shit. He's like, Seth, it's you. He's like, get in the car. Get in the car. I'm like, no, I don't want to get in. And I run away from Alex. So he takes off with me with his gun in his hand, steps on the gas with his gun, and I'm running down the street, and I see newspaper things where you open, buy the newspapers. Yeah. There's like a row of 6 of them. As I'm running, I'm sidekicking them as I run. Fuck this! Boom, sidekicking, knocking them all down. Finally, he cuts me off, grabs me, throws me in the car in the back seat, and I just curl into a fetal position and just start crying. Like, why is it thrown out and whoever hates me, my life? And I'm headbutting the seat. I remember headbutting the seat like a bunch of times.
Jesus Christ.
He drives me to my wife's house at the time. No, it was our house, but she was there.
Yeah.
Drops me off in bed, and I just remember passing out like with tears in my eyes and shit like that. And then I hear the next morning, I'm still fucking obviously dazed. I wake up and I hear Tom come to the front door, knock on the door, and just hear Leslie and Tom like, I don't know what's the matter with him. But last night it was just he went insane, and I don't know. We got to sit him down. We have to have a talk with him, and blah, blah, blah. So I felt, and then I woke up and I heard that, and I was just so fucking embarrassed. Like it was a bad night. That was my only Cyber Zone experience.
Wow,
it was a crazy fucking night.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. Story.
It was,
but you're right. The G is it makes you very, very emotional.
Do you remember like we were in Fort Myers for a fight and you dosed my drinks and someone else's drinks who shall remain nameless?
Okay, first of all, I never ever dose anybody's drinks. You ask for it, I give it to you.
I only remember going, there's G in that, and I was like, cool. Like,
okay. Well, say I told you there was G in it.
But you put the G in first and then told me.
Well, whatever.
So, and this is the night after me and Tom beat the fuck out of the firefighters. Remember that?
No.
We were at the club.
Goddamn civil servants.
In Fort Myers or somewhere. We were down there for a fight.
Yeah.
And then Tom started shit with these guys, or they started shit with him. So we went down the stairs. I saw Tom go down the stairs, and I ran after him, and a fucking huge fight broke out on the stairs, and me and Tom just started knocking dudes out. Like,
oh, I was there, but I didn't see the fight. That's right. I remember that.
I mean, we're just cold cocking people, and Tom chokes this dude out and like almost kills him. He's like laying there dead, and people are stepping on him and shit.
They're a fireman?
Yeah, it was a whole firehouse. And when they you should have seen them get on the bus. Like every one of them limping and needing help on the bus.
Really? Damn,
yeah, awesome. Dave Baggs got his fucking ass stomped bad by those guys. Yeah, he just got overwhelmed.
Oh, he got thrown into the bushes. I remember,
and then
right?
dudes were stomping on him.
I remember that. I forgot all about that night. That was a crazy night too.
Yeah.
For some of my first few pro fights, it wasn't a good night.
It
wasn't a good night unless David Baggs got into a fight the night.
Sounds about right.
Like night before the fight, like after weigh-ins, like everybody go out, Lawler, Mike, whoever, and then somehow like Baggs would get in some ridiculous fight, and that's how you knew you're gonna win. Is if Baggs got fucked up.
Yeah, Baggs got fucked up. You know you're gonna do better than him.
I didn't have G that night, but the night after the victory party or whatever it was.
It was victory. Somebody fought, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and this other female person, got wasted. And you dosed our drinks with G, and things went everything was cool. Just fucking everything was really cool. And then I guess when the G started kicking in, that's when
see what G does is just it pulls out your emotions, but normally it's really good sexual happy emotions that makes you feel. But sometimes if you're in a bad mood, it turns it to the opposite.
I'm not going to name this person because I don't want to rehash the story. I'm sure she doesn't want to hear about it. But we were outside the club, and we were making out, and something happened, and she got mad and punched me in the face, and she's like, "I need to sit down." on this bench. She imagined a bench, and she fell right on the ground.
There's no bench.
No bench. She's
Awesome.
she's rolling around in the mulch. And Shark, everyone knows who Shark is. We do, anyways.
Well,
People.
It's our buddy.
Yeah, our buddy Shark, and he is a well-known pain in the balls. I mean, if I didn't like him, I'd call him the biggest douchebag ever. But he's a button pusher.
Yep.
So, and I'm like pissed off because I just got punched in the mouth, and this chick who I'm seeing at the time, she's rolling around in the mulch. She's got mulch everywhere, and he's fucking with me, and I'm already got the the G emotions are coming out.
Yeah.
So I rip up one of those fucking blue mailboxes and I chase him with it and I try to kill him with it. And I saw fear in it, because I just went and I had this fucking mailbox over my head and I was running after him with it and I threw it and they went 3 feet, but he was gone. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of Shark,
And then I yelled at our friend Paul Dominich. He's like, "Hey, buddy, calm." I'm like, "Oh, fuck you!" I
Really?
hate. Yeah, it's
hey, buddy, calm me down.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I hate when people try to calm me down when I fucked up. It doesn't.
Yeah, and then I ran
work.
off for some reason. I just ran away.
Yeah, I remember that night too. It was
Yeah.
pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was
The
a
other
crazy
night, speaking of Shark, this was 2 nights ago. We all go out at Shark's in town for just a night.
In
for
you're Tampa, right? Or no, here?
Oh, here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went out for a beer to say hi
Yeah.
to him because I haven't seen him in a while. They all get completely wasted.
Yeah.
I sneak off, I act like I'm going with them, and then I just make a U-turn and go back. I go to Jimmy John's, get a gargantuan.
Yeah.
I come back, I sit in my hot tub by myself with a gargantuan, and I eat the whole fucking thing, being fat. Yeah, it's the greatest thing ever, dude. Just sitting in the hot tub eating a fat
Oh yeah,
sandwich.
being fat.
Yeah, it's great.
Pretty awesome.
So I go to bed. It's about 2:30 in the morning. I hear fucking people pull up, car doors slamming. I fucking kind of wake up. I'm like, oh shit. Hear the back gate open and close, and I hear girls, guys, all talking shit like that. Wakes up Dominique. Wakes up Pat, or the Phantom of the studio.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? So I go out, look. All the guys are here in my backyard with 3 girls. All the guys like, hey, we're here for the hot tub. I'm like, what are you talking about the hot tub? I'm like, I left you at 11:30 at night to go to bed, and you're just pull up to my house and want to fucking go in a hot tub. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, oh, really? We can't go in the hot tub? I'm like, no, get out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do people think that just show up in your backyard and try to fucking?
It's just this particular group of guys.
Yeah, it's just this. It is
Yeah.
true. It's only this group of guys that would do
Yeah.
something like that. I mean, granted, I did at the beginning of the night say, "Hey, why don't we just go back and chill in my backyard and have some
Yeah.
beers?" But that wasn't an invitation to come 2:33 in the morning to just pull up and just go in there by yourselves.
They're perpetual line crossers.
But it's what makes them kind of funny. So
Yeah, but less funny as time goes on. I'll say that.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean,
no, they're all right guys, but
it does. Certain stuff gets old. Yes,
yeah,
it doesn't get old to me per se. But when I have Dominique yelling in my ear, then it gets bothersome.
Well,
why would they think that's a good idea to come back here?
yeah, that to me is like
Ugh.
at some point you're in your 30s. It's time to.
Well, they aren't.
Well, they should.
Well,
they're
most of
they're
them are.
close.
Yeah, they're close. That is true. They're close. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't want to
Deal with it. Yeah,
I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, of course, but once in a while, I don't mind it. Shenanigans are fun.
yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to dress up like in a gorilla suit and shine a mirror at a hotel room down on people bathing in the pool at a hotel?
Yeah.
That's fun once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Smash. Yeah, it's a good
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, it is a good time. So, I believe you wanted to talk about internet trolls transitioning.
Yeah, yeah. I hate when you make a post sometimes because there's always some fucking douchebag who needs to run his mouth on one of your posts.
True.
Always. And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, and it's never the person. It's always some person with like a different cover photo, and it's not a picture of themselves.
Yeah, it's always like Grover or
Yeah,
fucking or
exactly.
a stupid movie that
Yeah.
I don't know, I just picked Grover. I don't know why I thought
Grover's a
Grover.
good
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of Grover right away.
But I'm always just like, I hate fucking internet trolls because they're always fucking cowards. And you know that, like, they're calling people out on things that they can never, like, MMA guys especially, they love to call MMA guys out.
True.
And I actually read today, I can't remember who posted it, but there's a boxer in England who this guy was fucking with on Twitter, calling him a piece of shit, a waste of like everything. So the boxer made this shout out. He's like, "Hey, someone get me this guy's name and where he lives, and I'm gonna go find him." So somehow it all gets out to Twitter.
Yeah.
The boxer goes to find him, and he's like, all the way, he's like taking pictures of the roads. He's like,
That's awesome.
I'm only 5 streets away. I'm gonna come kick your fucking ass. And all of a sudden, this guy starts like, hey man, it was just a joke. I didn't mean it. You know, being a total pussy.
Pussing out, of course.
Yeah, and then he
course.
finally takes a picture of the guy's street, and he's like, hey, you know, I don't want any trouble. I thought this was all just for fun. He's like, I didn't mean it. Like, just being a total pussy.
Jesus Christ. It's about time somebody did
Yes.
something like that, man. There's so many shit talkers
And
that deserve to just get smashed.
so many fucking cowards. Like, I hate. There's nothing worse than a fucking coward.
Yeah. So what you're talking about on the Facebook thing, I posted the thing about fur.
It's this time it's fur.
Yeah.
But there's a fucking dude. I don't know if I want to call out your fan per se, but cart guy
Oh yeah, he
used to.
goes back and forth.
Used to-
Sometimes he's like super nice to me. Sometimes he just talks weird shit.
and it's never his picture. It's always some fucking. Like,
It was Dana White one time.
yeah, it was Fedor one time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck do you know, douchebag?
Yeah. Most people don't know anything.
No,
Oh, is it
And
one of your random like fur things or like animal
Yeah.
things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. It was actually, let's go by it real fast. It was a certain type of fur
yeah,
that's used from you slaughter the fucking
thing.
the cow or whatever the lamb. I'm sorry,
you know.
and then it's pregnant, and then as it's being born or before it's born, you cut the belly open, and as it's still kicking, and you fucking kill the baby.
Yeah.
You get the fur from the baby. It's like supposed to be some like it's like veal fur.
Like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's strange. Like baby fur.
oh no, it's strange, right? It's
Is it
fucking
really that
fuck-
different?
I don't fucking know. It's fucking stupid.
It's
Yeah.
slimy shit.
Remember that kid
Sure
I
it
yelled at
dries.
too? There's a kid I yelled at on your fucking Facebook page that one time.
There's one guy I yelled at after the Matt Hamill fight. This was years ago. Remember
Oh,
about that?
the wheelchair guy.
There's a guy in a wheelchair who fucking calls me out after Matt Hamill beat me a decision in the UFC. I knew that he would beat you. You can't stop Matt Hamill. You suck. You're nothing. Blah. Looks like Matt Hamill kicked your ass. And I go look on his profile, and the dude's in a wheelchair, and he has pictures of like him with other athletes, like him in a wheelchair and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Flexing.
And I wanted to say so much, but all I wrote back was, "Well, Matt Hamill might have kicked my ass, but it looked like life kicked your ass." or something.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I wanted to like get down. And normally I don't write people like that back, but he annoyed me back because he wrote a long letter. And
Oh,
normally on the Twitter everything, I usually just ignore it, and they never write anything back because I don't engage them.
Yeah.
Right.
But this person, I
Yeah,
had
you
to.
don't usually feed the trolls, but I'm more than happy to get on. Because there was, remember that one kid who was just so fucking annoying? He signed up at the gym for like one day, and I really couldn't just, like, I was just so sick of his shit, so I got on there and yelled at him.
I don't know. Who?
Yeah, remember he was like, I don't know, he's just calling you, he was like, fag, or he's like trying to act like your friend. And he
Oh
that guy-
yeah, I forgot
That
about
guy,
that
too.
kid.
Oh, dude, I ripped his ass to shreds.
You did.
There was some other guy that, I mean, after your last fight, like, you really didn't hurt your knee, stop lying, and, like,
Yeah.
I got upset about it. Like, we trained with him. We know we were there.
I don't
when he
remember
hurt me.
saying that.
Yeah, I did. I remember that upset me. And I remember saying something about it, and, like not, I was told not to because you just want to ignore that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm glad you said something though, because I wouldn't have
No.
said anything, but I'm glad somebody did.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just, like, we trained with him. We know you
Yeah.
hurt your leg, so.
Another type of internet thing that bothers me, like you said, was the fucking trolls that are like, "Oh, my brother," for one.
Yeah.
Is that keeps posting stuff on Facebook that says has a little fucking kid with a
Yeah.
with a bald head that's going through chemo. Oh, my mom said that if I get 9 billion likes, that I'll
Yeah.
get my treatment finally and get a shot,
Those
so
are
I
fucking
feel
weak.
better.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
people be reposting and liking that stupid shit.
I see so
that
many of
does
those.
nothing. It
No,
just
it
it's just
doesn't.
like prayer. It just makes your own self feel better.
And not only that, what happens a lot of times is when that page gets a lot of likes, they change the name of the page to whatever promotion they want to get out there and advertise for.
Ah,
So
see,
you're feeding the fucking trolls, Derek, you dick.
yeah, dumbass.
Yeah.
Fucking
And he,
dumb brother.
dude, after I posted that thing and people were like, yeah, I love it. He keeps posting those fucking stupid cerebral palsy things on my page.
Yeah, I know. So Sacco went on the internet and posted his own thing about saying people that post these things stop, blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
yeah.
So my brother saw that. Oh, actually, did you put at Derek? Did you put his
No.
name? Oh no,
No,
you
no.
didn't. So after Sacco wrote that, my brother just kept posting shit, like tons of it, like oh help.
Bombing
With my
him.
name
Yeah,
tag.
bombing
yeah,
him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. All
Yeah.
that shit is stupid. Like
is.
I'm sick of the e-cards. I'm sick of the.
Oh, dude, every time I see an e-card now, I'm just like, God damn it. Stop it. You're not funny. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, it was okay, but it's
Yeah.
just getting old. Getting old.
That's
old.
why, like,
Memes too?
I've unfriended so many people that we know and that I talk to on a regular basis because of that. I'm just so sick
Really?
of seeing their bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Or that, like, people who have constant, like, everything's a fucking problem all the time, like gun.
It's
done.
either always a problem or always sort of motivational. Life is so great
Oh,
type
yeah.
of because those type of people, life sucks for them, and
Yeah.
they have to just keep posting like such great
Yeah.
things that say, gotta keep fighting on, warrior this,
Yeah.
I'm this, that. It's fucking, I get it. You got no life, and life
Yeah.
sucks, and you have to keep posting this to make yourself feel better. I understand, but I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Chances over to other things too, like Instagram. Like I've stopped following people because they keep posting shit that's not pictures of them or their situation, like all motivational shit or other people's pictures.
Other people's pictures.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
shit.
that's the worst shit ever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, only certain people can post pictures of themselves with their asses out
Yeah.
in hot tubs, and
Fucking bullshit.
I thought that was a pretty good picture.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Dominique saw that picture that I posted, me
It's
and my
pretty
ass
sexy.
out.
Your
She
hula
goes-
skirt?
Huh?
Your fucking
My
like
hula skirt
Japanese
tattoo.
hula skirt?
Yeah, she goes, it looks like your ass is black in the middle. That's a bad picture. Why would you post that? I'm like, I thought it looked pretty good. I'm sorry. I got a
did
lot
look
of
pretty good.
compliments on it.
Well, it was a good filter you put on it.
Yeah. He has a filter, so it filters out the zits on my ass. I didn't want to show those off. That'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Carly! You live back there? I can't hear you.
Yeah. Talking to the mic, pro.
Okay, how's this?
That's better.
It's like the 150th podcast, and you're still like, what? Like off the
I'm
fucking.
here.
Yeah.
So how about we get some of your fucking cooch news?
Yeah.
Miss
Oh,
Snooze
snooze news is now cooch news.
Coos news.
Coos news. Yeah.
Ah,
News.
time for some coos news.
Coos news.
That's perfect. That's a new name. Coos
Awesome.
news.
Coos news.
Awesome.
It's way better than snooze news.
I'm not the one who came up with that name. The Snooze
Yeah.
News.
Well, we couldn't think of anything
Nobody's
else.
new.
It's
But
not
guess
about,
what? We
it's
just
not about
did.
blaming here. It's about
Yeah.
fixing.
Yeah.
It sounded like you guys are blaming me.
No. Well,
No.
now I'm rewarding myself for thinking of coos news
We're
now.
judging you, kind of.
You
Silently.
guys always judge me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a good person, Carly.
On the board, and we'll get this later. Copa news. It says Carly sucks.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what that's what I was laughing about earlier.
Yeah. I did so horribly. It's not even funny.
Well, it's
All
kind
right.
of funny.
So, but first, the Coos news. Over in New York, a cop was just convicted.
Another
of-
cop.
Yep.
Yes.
Where'd he go?
He was convicted for trying to kidnap and eat different women, including his wife.
Yeah.
Wait, first of all, how do you kidnap your wife?
Because you don't. You
Well,
claim
she doesn't
she's
show
missing.
up for like work.
You're just holding people against their will is
Yeah.
kidnapping.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I always thought that was dumb, like raping your wife, kidnapping your wife. It's your wife. You can do what you please.
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
In the good old
they,
days.
most of them scream no, right? Like that's kind of a thing that they do.
Jenny just gave me the death look over there.
Yeah.
Come on, you look like one of those fucking Talibans right now with your head on. And
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Robert Jihad. Oh yeah. Look,
Yeah.
So, go ahead, sorry, Car.
So it said that he has he admitted he's a 28-year-old father, and he admitted to having a fetish for talking about cannibalism, and they found on his computer actual like drawn out plans to abduct these women and to how to eat them, cut them up, and he
How
even
stupid you got to be to put them on your on
Yeah.
the computer.
But
I mean,
he's
Write
even-
that shit on a pencil
That's
and
what we
then
call
erase it.
an orgy of evidence.
throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, he even they even got another guy because he was talking to this one guy saying he'd kidnap his wife and eat her for $5,000. And so now
Wait.
they arrested the other guy too for hiring him.
Wait, the other
Really?
guy was gonna was
Hire the cop to kidnap his wife, and the cop was going to eat the wife, and the guy just wanted her gone. And he was going to give the cop
He's like, I don't care if you
$5,000.
kill her, throw her in the lake, or you eat her. He's like, I'll eat her.
Yeah.
Right.
okay.
Pretty
Do you
much.
eat? But do you eat the bones?
No.
Do you like-
humans,
or you
can,
give-
human can't digest bone. Pigs can.
No. You join it. You
Pick
join a band and play the bones like a xylophone to bring it back. Yeah.
So,
And
but
the-
seriously, what do you do?
and
with
the
the
skulls
I mean,
a
if
drum
you
and
really
you-
wanted your wife gone, it would. I mean, that would be a good thing. Like, oh, you're gonna eat her. That's pretty fucking raw. I
Or
like
you
that.
could
Yeah,
just-
that's pretty awesome.
That's
divorce
it's
her.
an intimate way. Yeah, we
that
just
works
get
for
that.
you, right?
Yeah, it worked for me.
Yeah.
The scariest part, though, is he used restricted law enforcement databases to stalk his women that he was going to try and abduct.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
like a fucking
That's
cop.
how they caught them. Caught him.
That is SVU shit.
Yeah.
That is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. I think that was actually on a few of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's arrested, obviously.
Yeah, he's arrested and he just now got convicted.
Oh,
So the jury found him
what?
guilty.
What is he? Is he death or is it life in
Oh, it
prison?
didn't say. It just said that he was convicted.
In New York, I don't think New York has.
He
death
probably
penalty
got a
anymore.
raise, and now he's going to be in the women's unit.
Liberal
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Did he like break open jelly donuts and smear it on their bodies before he took a bite?
Hey, this isn't about your fantasy, dude.
Sorry. That is my fantasy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. That's
No.
pretty gross, actually. I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say anymore about that. Besides,
Was she
it's fucking
hot?
Pretty gross.
Was she fat or like was she gross? What's up?
It-
Yeah, does she have good
doesn't say.
marbling? What kind of wine do you pair with your wife?
Oh, definitely red.
Definitely
Yeah.
red.
Definitely red.
It's a red meat. So
Some
you
Yeah.
gotta
backstrap. Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah,
jeez.
he said that the quote he wanted to dine on their girl meat. So I don't know what.
Oh,
He
shit.
wanted to dine on.
That's like
girl
fucking
meat?
Girl
like
meat.
street slang, man. I want that girl meat. Yeah.
That's fucking what?
Want to get up in the gut locker with my fork.
Yeah, did he eat like the? I wonder if he ate the organs
No,
and
he,
stuff.
he didn't actually eat them. They caught him before he kidnapped them.
Oh.
Oh, so he didn't kill and eat anybody.
No, he had.
Let
he
him
was
go.
Planning.
Yeah.
They got him right before he did.
Just don't let him be.
But
a
how do you
cop.
know he was actually gonna do it? How do you know if it was just a fetish to do stuff? Like, I mean, I look at some sick
Because
shit on the internet. Like,
because
Oh,
he
yeah.
had it on his computer it scheduled out and planned, and they saw it.
so what? It could be a story.
But no, they saw it coordinated with him looking up these women he had no reason to on the
Uh-huh.
databases.
Still doesn't matter. The crime
And
hasn't been committed.
It's hard
yet.
to jerk off.
Okay,
to
so
a
It's still
chick you're gonna kill if you don't know what she looks
if
like.
I write a
Seriously.
grocery list of like terribly bad food, but I don't get it, am I still like in
Yeah.
theory a fat ass?
Yeah.
I mean,
Conspiracy to be a fat ass.
I mean, that's a conspiracy to be a fatty.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is conspiracy to kill them.
right. He wasn't guilty on kidnapping. He was on conspiracy and plotting.
Oh, yeah,
Conspiracy
yeah.
for
He'll
cannibalism.
Oh,
do-
so it's probably like 10 years.
Or probation. No,
Probably.
he'll get probation. They'll give him.
No.
Oh,
Psych,
no, I bet you
psych,
gets-
that's psych shit. You should just claim insanity and fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because apparently he even said that him and the guy met up, and they had
Oh,
evidence
yeah.
that they were talking to each
That's
other.
definitely conspiracy.
That's bad. Yeah.
So he could still talk about wanting to do it and not do it. I mean,
still conspiracy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's-
talk about killing.
Yeah, that's not good. Just don't let him be a cop. Let him go.
Could suspend him for a little bit without
Yeah.
pay.
should be a teacher or something.
I bet you he could be a fucking priest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Right. The next one is about daylight savings
Wait a minute.
time.
What else you got in your coos news?
Yeah.
Right, daylight savings time.
I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say
It's a
coos
Coos
news.
news. Can we have like a?
What else you got up in that coos for us, Charlie?
Got some news.
Got some news in that coos?
I
Your
got some new news.
Bad news about our coos.
could be like your opening should be like a pussy who goes like
And then it blows out the name
the
news.
Coos news. Yeah.
Yeah, can you do that? Can you get a pussy and then have
Yeah.
it go and then have
Yeah.
the news come out?
I can
Like-
try.
Can you take a picture of your own pussy and stuff
No.
a marble up there?
No.
Write news on a ping pong ball.
Like-
stick up your crotch, and then blow it out into the camera. And it says
Yeah.
news blowing out your pussy.
Yeah.
Best.
Hey, speaking of which, why don't we talk about this right now? We're gonna run a contest, a Jungle Boys contest. The best picture of female tits,
Yes.
and the best picture of dude balls.
But amateur, you can't just go
Amateur.
get a picture of some porn star.
Yeah.
I want your tits or your balls
right.
sent to us.
So how do they
Exactly.
prove that?
I don't know.
there
Just send it
has
to
to
us. We'll
be-
send it to us. We'll tell you if it's real.
It
or
has
not.
to say hold
Jungle
a piece
Boy.
of paper that says Jungle Boys.
Good
on it.
idea.
Ah, good idea.
Holding
Yeah.
a piece of paper that says Jungle Boys. Carly will judge the balls. I might help her with that.
Yeah,
And then we'll judge the tits.
Yeah, and there's a prize pack involved.
Worth about approximately $100
Yeah,
in this
Yeah.
prize pack.
yeah.
So
Um,
if we pick that you have the best tits and balls, we'll give you this prize pack.
And we'll
worth
even
$100.
let you come in and be a guest on the podcast. How's that sound?
Yeah, if you're close.
Yeah.
I can understand how tits could win, but how do the best balls win?
Oh, well, that's
Well, the
clever.
Find that
criteria. Yeah, what's the criteria, Carly?
Oh, I'm not gonna give them criteria
Well, it
Why?
has to be
What?
shaped.
Why?
They have to be equally shaped.
because it's funner that way. See what they can think of and what they think is the best way their balls
Wait,
look.
so
and
this is
send it in.
presentation?
Well, yeah, they could
Yeah.
put it on a burger bun. They could put it like on a
Oh.
hot. They could do all
See,
sorts of
that
See?
makes it
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. In the tits, you could put like I don't know.
Don't cover them
Draw
up.
on
Just
it, paint on it.
Actually,
draw
just
it, paint on it. You can put like a picture beside it. I don't fucking care. Just show
Yeah.
us your tits.
hmm
Either way.
Yeah, we just want to see some tits, I guess.
Yeah, and you win and balls,
Yeah, and balls.
and you win $100 prize back.
Yeah,
So we'll rehash that at the end of the podcast to remind you. But
exactly.
good, Carl.
Can I go on with my coos news?
Go with your
Yeah.
business.
Coos news.
Right, well,
That was a
apparently,
queef.
Yeah.
apparently daylight savings time is officially over. They're no longer changing between daylight savings time, like ending and beginning or whatever. It's just going to stay like this forever.
Well, no, they're talking about doing it. There's a
Oh,
bill.
they
They
passed
should.
it.
No, there's a bill on the table that says they want to do it.
Yeah, dude. Because
Are you challenging the coos news?
I'm the one that. Yeah, I am actually because I know this one.
Yeah.
I heard about this last night.
I, for one, hate daylight savings time. I
Yeah,
hate
it's
it.
bullshit. The way it is now, spring forward, it should stay like that here and henceforth forever. Please. It's way better. I don't get
Yep.
up at 9 a.m. I don't give a fuck for you people that do, and I don't care about you little kids waiting at the bus stop.
Yep.
I don't care. I want it to be later. I want it to
And-
get dark at 7:30. That's fine. That's perfect timing.
Yep. And I want, if you're a farmer, go ahead and suck my dick. We don't care about you.
Yeah.
It was a World War II thing or World War I thing, right?
I thought it was a farmer thing.
No,
wa-
it's a war. I think
no,
it was
a
back in
farmer.
war.
I heard it was a farmer thing. It could
Yeah.
be. It was probably a combination of a lot of
Could you
things.
Google that
Yeah.
real quick?
get Darth Ginny over
What
there
started?
to work on the podcast.
What started daylight savings time?
Yeah.
Ginny no barra.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a farmer thing, but
I thought it was a world
either
War
way,
thing.
it's silly and outdated, like child labor laws.
Yeah.
They don't need to be around anymore.
Yeah.
Child labor laws or just bad things about them.
No, child labor laws in general. We should have those fuckers working at 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, it's a hard enough economy out there. I don't want to have to compete with a fucking 7-year-old for my job.
Well, what can't you do that a 7-year-old can do besides fit into tiny
Math.
little holes?
Math.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
have my job as a math teacher.
Yeah, that's true. Like I used to be badass at algebra in high school, but now I can't do shit.
No.
I remember FOIL, first, outer, inner, last.
Yep. That's all I remember
That's all I
too.
remember. It's fucking pretty horrible.
I used to be good at building forts.
Building forts?
Yeah, forts. You never build forts?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but
Couch cushions.
so maybe they
Fucking-
could be.
I was a
maybe-
woods guy. Woods guy.
Right.
Forts, yeah.
But yeah, I was the couch.
Yeah.
Put a sheet over 2 couches.
Yeah.
Oh, bust me up. Guys, all the friends.
I
and
actually
couches.
wish I could sleep like that now, like crawl underneath something and sleep.
Bums do it all the time. Just fucking just make a cardboard box outside. You're great.
No, like I want to, like my idea is to like build a frame around my bed and like have a close fitting like sheet, so I could just crawl like only with 2 feet like between me and the sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I like feeling like I'm in a cave. I don't know why.
it is a good feeling.
I had a guy who trained capoeira with me in Gainesville. He worked for Magnum Wood. They built whatever he wanted, and I had him build me one of those samurai beds, which are like that high up the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a futon.
It's
pretty
like
much.
yeah, you put a futon mattress on it real thin, and
Yeah.
it's fucking cool as shit. Because I like sleeping really low to the floor.
I do too, man. I fucking.
I
love
used to
it.
like it, but then I don't like it anymore. I like
I
sleeping up way
I
high.
can't sleep way high, man. It's a girl thing. You can't do that shit.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
it. It's better when you're having sex
Like
too.
the problem is though, like
You could stand on the floor and have her just bend over
Yeah.
the bed.
You can
and
do all the
just
time. You can do the chair. You can do that with anything. You can do that in the shower.
no,
Well, I don't like shower sex. Shower sex.
Really?
yeah, I don't like that
I
either.
fucking
Love
hate-
shower sex.
Really?
Ugh.
I'm not a fan. I
It's
mean,
the
I
worst.
yeah, because then you're always like, man, is she gonna fucking fall and bust her head
No,
open?
not that. I'm always like,
Yeah. Well, your mouth's not supposed to be around the shower head.
well, it's right
Yeah,
aiming
what's
toward
going
me
on? Yeah,
usually.
what's
That's why
going
you
on?
turn
Why
around,
are
so
you
it's hitting
making
you in
that
the
noise
back of the
Then
shower
it's hitting
head.
me in the back, and then it's dripping down my back,
It's
my
definitely-
crack, my
it's-
balls.
Yeah.
It makes everything dry because
Is
of
it the
water.
shampoo?
The water makes it dry in the
No, I
crotch
mean,
area.
I like it. In that, like
Oh,
in
I
that kind of context.
I
mean,
like
it's
it.
not-
It's some moisturizing.
It's just for. I mean, you can only do it for a
Yeah.
couple minutes. You can't.
It would help it if the girl's wet, not screaming in agony.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Baby-
wait,
baby
speaking
shower
of speaking of screaming in agony, did you scream in agony as you tapped for this last grappling tournament? You just
No, I didn't scream.
what'd you do?
But I tapped, but I really shouldn't have. I got. Well, I
Did you
admit
grapple
I
in
was
kids
scared.
division?
I got scared and I panicked
What was you scared?
because
Just freak out?
no. What happened was when she went for the second armbar attempt, when she like flopped down, and my arm started creaking and hurt for a few seconds.
Creaking like an old woman's back, like
No, like it started like sharp pains went through my elbow, and it was actually swollen the next day. So I panicked and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna break it, and then she got completely straight. I'm like, she has this. She's gonna just break my arm. I got tapped. But then afterwards, I realized, even watching the video, she didn't have it all the way. I could have easily gotten out easier than the first time. And if I just stayed in there and calmed down, I would have been able to get out of it. Although I still don't think I would have
what we
won.
need to work on with you is trying to relax as you grapple. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
definitely. There was one part you can't even see.
Were you
the-
nervous?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we need to work
Everything
on
went
that
by so fast and so quick. I
Yeah,
just remember,
that's
like,
it.
don't get my arm. And there's one point she got up, stood over me, walked to the side, and went back down a side mount. I'm just, like, holding on to my arm, like, you're not going to get my arm. And it was just, she just literally walked right over me.
He's gonna help you get over the crowd thing or just grappling in front of people. Just grapple in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, what we'll do next time, honestly, we'll have the whole gym watching you and somebody else grapple.
And I'll be
Seriously.
like jerking off on the sidelines.
Exactly. You just gotta have everybody stop, music off, and just like be in that awkward
Well-
situation.
The where I did wrong was I didn't go with anyone 100%. Like, with Lisa and, like, a lot of people, they
can't-
held back because they're so much more experienced
You
than I
can't.
am.
You can't really. You can't. There's no like competition is its own speed.
Right, but still I didn't have anyone going 100% with me because they wanted to help me, like,
It wouldn't-
learn.
That wouldn't have helped. You can't like
well, I don't think that was 100. I bet you that was like 50%.
Yeah.
comp.
That's because you kept running in with your face open, and I was jabbing you. And I was just like, "Stop! Why are you trying to hit me like this?" And
Unfortunately, Jenny doesn't have a microphone, so you're only hearing
Yeah.
Aaron's.
What
part of
Jenny
it.
said was she tried to go 100% with Aaron, and Aaron beat her to a merciful pulp.
Yeah, and that's what he told the cops.
it could have got a lot harder.
Yeah.
What we need to do with
I'm
you is
kidding, baby.
we're all
I
going to
love
sit
it.
and watch you grapple round robin, little bit harder than normal
I love you.
to get you ready for the next one. But you need to be in the gym a lot more than you were.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I knew you weren't in there because you were busy with school and
I
our
was sick
podcast,
at one point.
and you're sick, and you're scissoring with Whitley.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Winnie.
Have to get practice in before we move in together.
So, I guess I'll move right into it. What time is it? We got 10 minutes for an hour. Okay, let's go to my smash, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hang on. This time I wasn't lazy, and I actually, God damn it, I got a new one. And it really wasn't about anything we talked about today. It just, I've heard a lot of things in the news that's been bothering me lately, and we get a lot of shit for being kind of racist on the show. So I want to put it out there that we honestly, guys, are not racist.
No.
I mean, it may seem like it.
The racists are the ones who hide it. We're
Yeah.
really upfront about it.
Yeah, we're just like making jokes about it.
I
We
like
like
that.
just stating the obvious and making jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado, dear Southern bigoted bitch. I already fucked up.
Yeah.
Dear Southern bigoted ass bitch ass. Two asses in
I
there.
called your brother a sucker ass sucker. I don't
You
know
did?
why. Yeah, I just came up with it.
It's pretty good. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, but most of the time it just makes you look like a fucking moron. Especially when it comes to prejudicing people. It's 2013. If you're one of those people who still make a judgment about someone that is based on the color of their skin or sexual preference, you should be forced to ride a horse so that your mode of transportation matches the century your mind is stuck in. I wouldn't mind riding a horse, actually. It'd be fun.
I wish I could ride a pig.
And it's not that the South is the only place where this happens.
Oh, it's up north too. They're really racist up north.
Yeah, it's just that the South is the only place in the country where it seems acceptable. I walked past a guy doing a flooring job on Martin Luther King Day and had some guy tell his coworker, "Happy James Earl Ray Day. Congratulations, buddy. You're the dumbest fuck I've seen in a while."
Yeah.
Backwoods thinking rednecks kill me. They really do. It's funny.
Oh,
Phantom of the Opera's coming on.
yep.
It's funny to me how you can live with so much knowledge available and still think that way. Whenever I see a Confederate flag flying on the back of a pickup truck, I automatically assume that the driver is the type of person who would be happy to purchase a brown person at an auction if it were an option.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that. I don't have anything against black people, but having a slave would be fucking awesome.
It doesn't have to be black. It could
No,
be.
it'd be anybody.
It could be.
An Asian would be really useful.
Someone I could fuck whenever I wanted to would also be awesome.
Okay. I assume that was prejudicing right there.
Yeah.
But wait, Seth,
It's either misogynist or really homosexual.
But wait,
I'll let
Seth.
you pick that out.
isn't that why what you hate?
She boy.
Yeah.
If you're prejudicing a redneck, aren't you no better than them? Well, it's okay to prejudice someone based on their actions. If a guy cuts me off in traffic to get to a red light faster, it's safe to assume he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
If you see someone with a Confederate flag on their vehicle, it's also safe to assume he's at least just a little bit racist. The beautiful thing about racism is that the stupidity doesn't stop there. It usually bleeds across to other areas like homophobia. Look, I never had a dick in either of my holes.
Wait.
I promise.
Yeah.
And I don't ever plan on that happening. And to be honest, the thought of the thought of it makes me sick. But so
Okay.
does cigarette smoke and the thought of elderly people fucking.
How about this? How about we go around and say one dude we would go gay for? You
Okay.
have to say one dude.
Right now,
Yes, right now.
you're gonna cut me off in the middle. That's okay.
Mhm.
Brad Pitt,
Okay.
just because he's an atheist and he's good looking.
Okay.
Religion, really?
Oh.
Black Darrow? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's hot.
You're gonna hang out and talk to him after you fuck him? Or?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna nut in his mouth and leave.
okay.
I'll
Can
go
we
for
go
Kevin
fast?
Smith. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. I thought.
Oh
yeah,
God.
Exactly. Make this as fucking comfortable for me as possible. Then we can go eat afterwards.
All right, who'd you fuck, Hank?
Bear Grylls.
Okay.
Oh, that's a manly thing to say.
Dude,
Oh,
Organicus from Spartacus.
well, I can't hear it at all. Would you? It's not on.
I said I'd go gay for Chris Hemsworth.
Who the fuck's that?
He's a fucking dude, you
I know.
ding dong.
Isn't he dead?
No, Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Thor?
Oh, yeah, broad. You got to talk about a broad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys say go gay for a guy.
No, Dick, you're not a guy. That's not how it works.
Show me your dick.
All right.
All right, finish with your fucking pod thing.
The thought
Whatever.
of gay guys make me sick. So does
Uh-huh.
cigarette smoke and the thought of elderly people fucking. Does that
Oh,
mean
yeah.
that when I see someone smoking a cigarette, I call them a faggot and drag them behind my truck? No.
No.
Do I break down retirement home doors and knock the Viagra bottle out of Charles and Blanche's arthritis-ridden fingers before they have wrinkly sex romp? Nope. I let them be because they're not trying to fuck me, so why should I care?
Exactly.
Bottom line is that this would be a boring-ass place if everyone looked the same, liked the same shit, and had the same skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a problem with this, then you should go live in the same time period where your mindset is from. Go back to the 19th century. Since we don't have time machines, we should just build a colony for these idiots. Call it ignoramus. It's like ignoramus, only with an anus in it, because everyone who lives there is a dumb fuck with with a mentality that stinks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like an Amish settlement, only with more hatred.
Yeah.
And since
They're
these,
really fucking rude, the Amish are.
man, since these people are so angry with homos, and anyone who isn't white should just go ahead and throw them some more fuel on the fire and line the streets with rainbows and pictures of all different races of people. The bigots would walk around so pissed off it would be beautiful.
Master Pat over there is like giving
That's
you
a
the
Superman
fucking
pose if I ever
stink
seen
face,
one.
Yeah.
Soon they would turn their anger on each other and their families.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's no. As the guy who has scars on his back from your whip walks by.
Well, I don't. He's Phantom's not my
Sing
slave.
it. Working for the master.
Jesus
Am I?
Christ.
Yeah.
Soon they would turn their anger on each other and their families. And you know these motherfuckers have plenty of guns, so it would be only a matter of time before ignoramus had a full-out race war. Except it would be with all the same race. Irony at its best. Plus, we could tape it all. Boom. New reality series. Call it Real Bigots. God damn. Real Bigots of Ignoramus. I'd TiVo that shit for sure.
Awesome.
Human smash.
I have one question. Is that just about racist white people or racist people in general? Because
Racist Southerners more than anything.
because I mean,
Which is white people. Let's be honest about that.
I mean, a lot of
thing is-
every race is racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true. No, that's that you're true. That's every race is racist, and that's for every race because
Yeah.
Chinese people think we all look the same.
Yeah.
Chinese people
They-
hate Japanese
okay,
people.
they
who
do-
hate Korean people.
But they do look. But they
Yeah.
do look the same. I mean,
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans hate Mexicans.
Mexicans and Cubans. And,
Yeah, it's true. Everyone
And
hates each
for
other.
all these
But they hate white people too.
Yeah.
I mean,
all super duper fucking liberal
It's-
douchebags.
What
I,
the thing
I
is-
like that hate unites us.
Yeah. And what
we
they
all
do,
have the same thing in common. We all hate.
liberals are always like, oh, white people bomb brown countries. Brown people hate each other more than white people ever could. Okay, Puerto Ricans and blacks don't get along. They hate each other with a fucking passion.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's not a brown versus white thing. It's fucking brown versus brown.
it's just a racist
under
thing
the
in general.
heel
It's
of
just
white
it's
people.
it's a racist thing in general. All races are racist, and it's
Yeah.
not just white
Right.
people. But
And then within the own race, you have people who hate homosexuals and all that.
exactly.
And black people are actually the hardest on their own homosexuals. That's a fact.
I thought it
But
was
the
Spanish
thing
people,
is,
actually.
but the thing is, there's a lot of black homosexuals. Like,
Yeah.
I think there might be more black homosexuals than white homosexuals.
think so?
I heard Spanish people are really tough on their homosexual side
Yeah.
of people. Yeah, like because they're so family oriented. La familia.
Well, if you're black, you have to be on the down low. That's what they call it.
Oh god, that's such a good episode of SVU.
Yeah. Remember Ice-T?
You saw that one?
He's on
God,
the
I
down
remember
low.
watching Taxi Cab.
That was
No,
so good.
I remember watching Hookers on the Point. What is it called?
Hookers on John Jones.
No, it's Hookers on the Point.
Hookers on the
Yeah,
Point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
And this
yeah.
this black dude was eating this prostitute out, and it had
Oh.
the camera in there and shit like that, and all you hear the dude's like, yeah. And he's like, how many dudes did you fuck before me? And she's like, you want to know that, baby? He's like, yeah, tell me how many dudes you fucked before me. She's like, probably like 3. He's like, oh yeah, I want to taste their cum. I want to eat that pussy.
Holy
I want to eat that pussy and taste all their cum. Yeah. And she's like, oh, you're a freak, aren't you, baby? He's like, yeah, I'm a freak. Yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
this
that was
about?
fucking
I
awesome.
remember those shows. Those shows
Do you
are
know this
awesome.
about us? The first time either of us ever saw a dude blow another dude was us watching a documentary on HBO. It was about they followed this guy around who was a drug addict, and then he like to get his drugs, he had to be a gay prostitute, and we didn't know this, and we were both sitting on the couch at the old house
At
in
the-
the
where,
with me, Matt,
okay, that
and
house.
we were sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden he just starts like blowing the dude, and it got really fucking weird for a minute.
I mean, you were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they didn't hide anything. I was like mouth cock, you know what I mean? Like,
Ugh, gross.
Is this what we're supposed to be doing?
yeah. Remember when we also both of us took what was it? Viagra just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I do remember
And
that.
just for no reason, and we were just sitting
We
there on
were
the
sitting
couch.
there, we took Viagra. I remember
Viagra, yeah.
that. I do remember that.
Should do that for the next
After watching
podcast.
this HBO special.
No,
No,
this
it's
is
a different
another
night.
time.
Yeah.
One of the nights we came home wasted, probably doing G2. We pulled the Lady in the Tramp move too. We had this giant, fucking great pastry. I don't know what it was, but I started on one end and Sacco started on the other end, and we're like,
ate all the way to the middle. Yeah,
ate all the way to the middle.
And we ate Dorston's pie, which he was so pissed about. Remember, we took out the freezer and ate it with our fucking hands. The whole thing? He was so angry because he came down with the fucking pie pan. He's like, "Hey, fuckheads! Like, what happened here?" And we're like,
"Fuck you, Dorston."
Yeah, fuck you.
All right, how do we get to some deer? La Clausula solo.
Yeah. There's going to be something really, I don't know what my opening is going to be yet, but it's going to be really insulting toward me as a fat person.
Come on, it's got to be Star Wars.
It's got to be Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll work.
Yeah.
And we have two this week. One is, how early is it to start talking about kids in a relationship?
In a relationship, what's too early to start talking about having kids and that sort of thing?
Anything under like 5 years. You got to be with a person at least 5 years.
5 years?
Man, do not bring a fucking kid into your shitty relationship.
No, he's not saying...
Yeah, you're trying to woman now.
He's not saying when to have kids. He's saying when to start talking about having kids.
That's the fucking point.
This is a touchy subject with Uzi over here.
Why? She wants to have kids right now?
I'm not saying a fucking word.
No.
Well, tell me. I don't care. You don't have kids?
Yeah.
Without being married? Really?
Yeah.
Well, Jenny's over there saying that she likes to have kids now. And they've been together how long?
Oh, way too fucking early.
Wow, a year.
Yeah, well,
I mean, to be honest with you, me and Dominic, when we were together for a year, but you have to know where the person is. Like, if Dominic never wanted kids, I wouldn't continue that relationship after a year. Now that I know we talked about it, and I know that she wants kids, like, okay, there's a future there.
It's too, man, you got to see.
That's not too early. If I don't want to waste my time with somebody, if I find out 5 years that she doesn't want kids.
That's fine to know that someone wants kids, but to start planning it.
Okay, well, that's different.
You got to Great point. Great point. Like, if they immediately come up to me, I'm completely not open to having kids, period.
Yeah, you got to cut it off if you want kids.
Now, if they're like, yeah, I'm open to that, but come on, let's wait on the line. Yeah. You understand that, but yeah, if they start talking about, like, hey, next season.
Yeah, don't.
Next season. Next breeding season. How about you fill me up so I can lay some eggs?
Springtime.
Next time I go to heat, it's
springtime.
Spring has sprung.
The season for kids are here. Let's breed.
It's like find out whether or not your relationship is going to work first.
Here's the deal. Yeah, that if you're not going to get married, I'd say 3 to 5 years have kids. If you're not married, if you get married, I'd say wait 2 to 3 years to 4 years to get married, and then a year after that have kids.
Let's pretend like having kids is a big deal,
and you have to be over 27 to even talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be over 27 years old.
And you have to be able to fucking support them too, dickheads.
Yeah, you have to be able to support them. You have to be able to make sure they get good education.
Yeah.
Just support them. You have to have the money to raise
Government
a
will
fucking
take
kid.
That shit, whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, yeah, why not? Just
Sure, yeah, all those taxpayers will fucking take care of that shit for you.
Liberal sons of bitches.
So I guess that answers that.
Yeah.
Carly, what about you? When would you start
Since
talking
you
about
hate,
sex?
like, Marriage and life and everything.
I thought we
Grappling.
talked that she just wanted a Doberman.
Oh, wait, that's right. You want a Doberman.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how I feel about kids.
Really?
Because babies and, like, below 5, they just annoy the hell out of me.
They blow 5?
Below 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
like
shit.
Below 5 years
Thought I
old.
was getting sexy for a second.
Children blow other kids at 5 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, what now below 5? I'm sorry.
They just annoy the hell out of me. Like, I want to kick them into the wall. I can't be around. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's awesome.
Carly wants to eat babies.
Yeah. Hey,
well,
on a
even have
similar
kids.
subject,
Carly is not
At least not
breeding,
right now. Not
breeding
right now.
material.
there has been a rash of legit like dogs on chick videos that have like made it into regular amateur circles.
Oh shit. Where that?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that
like
shit.
that. Fucking. You want some of this, Pat? You fucking homo. Thanks, buddy.
What's the next Dear Fatso?
A poopa, a fat upper. Yeah. I tried to do the whatever you call it.
Christ.
Sorry.
I missed everything.
Wait, is it acceptable for a man to be a stay-at-home dad and not be judged by his friends?
Yes, now it is.
No, not be judged. It's acceptable for it, but not to be not judged by your friends. Your friends are going to judge you.
I think it's a case by case.
It's weak. I think it's fucking
All
weak.
my friends would make fun of me for doing that.
Yeah.
I would love to do it.
But I mean, it depends. It's like, what is mom like a overseas veteran war or what?
I mean, yeah, that's
So it's gonna be me with a wine glass and Viking, and oh fuck, I'm here
Yeah,
all
no.
the time with my kid.
no.
My wife is out making money, and I'm
that's
bored and miserable.
Let's assume that mom makes a ton of money and dad's a fucking douchebag and he's a yeah.
Oh,
This is
they're
a
not
big du-
acceptable. But
Yeah.
it's really the job-based situation.
Yeah.
If he's on fucking disability
Yeah.
or something, he doesn't really want to go out and try, then that's
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. Or whatever. But if mom's out there just being an executive and just,
I think it's acceptable.
I don't care because I've realized that I don't care about a whole lot anymore.
Yeah,
so.
but Saka, you're telling me with your work history that
Yeah.
if you found a fucking sugar mama, you wouldn't think that it would be cool for you to stay home and make sure the house is tidy, which you won't do.
right.
Never mind, you actually
Yeah.
just be the worst stay-at-home dad
Yeah.
known to man.
No, here's the thing about my work history is that I've had to do a bunch of bullshit jobs to keep food in my mouth, and as you can see, like that's a hefty job. So, the job I have now, the last job I had, man, that was a cool job. It just happened to be in a shit city. So
I heard that. Didn't you just have another interview? That's what Will told me anyway. I don't know.
yeah, at a gym.
How'd
in
that go?
Claremont. It went well.
Was it gonna
have
happen?
gyms in
Probably.
Claremont?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gyms.
Yeah.
They do lift weights.
Yeah, I'm
there.
trying to get a second job just to put money away from grad school.
Also, looking at it this way, like, I would like, I mean, it'd be kind of a nice idea that I could stay home and, like, raise my kids.
Yeah.
the way you wanted.
The way I wanted.
True.
Yeah, nothing against whoever I have kids with.
Yeah,
But
shouldn't I be-
anyways,
yeah.
I would like to make sure they get raised the way I want them to get raised. I would like to take them to the sports I want them to go to, and
Yeah.
especially if they like them. But
Well, if you can run a
Yeah.
business from home and be a stay-at-home dad, that's another story.
I think,
altogether,
to tell you the
too.
truth, the lifestyle I have now, I could almost be a stay-at-home dad. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
I go to the gym at night. I mean, I could watch the kid during the day, and then Dominique can come home, and I go to the gym.
Someone threw you under the bus and was like, he only works 3 hours a day.
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I really don't work that much. I mean,
Yeah.
I do a bunch of bullshit errands a lot. For
Yeah,
the
like
gym.
I assume
If
that's
you
the
add-
thing to do.
It's
yeah.
just like stupid errands that I gotta go do.
You
all
could
the
always drag a kid along so they can see you flip
Yeah.
out all day long.
kid
Like,
would just-
God damn it, fucking.
Fuck! You only have this much weight here.
Yeah.
Why don't you have other weights here? God damn.
Yeah, exactly.
can we hurry this up? I got a kid in the car waiting with the
Yeah.
windows down.
You could use him like
Yeah.
a weapon, like that junkie mom who swung her baby like a fucking battle axe.
Jesus Christ! Where was this?
This was a news story. Like she was like the drug dealer wouldn't give her drugs, so she took the baby by the leg and hit the guy.
Who threw me under the bus, Dominic?
Huh? I don't know. I'm not saying my source.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So she swung the baby by the leg to hit the drug dealer.
And you know what? I fucking built that for me to only work 3 hours a day. I fucking busted.
Oh yeah, it
I-
fucking worked.
I busted my ass.
All I had to do was
I
plant
busted
the
my-
fucking seed.
I busted my ass for years to try to get to the point where I could actually afford good trainers at the gym.
Oh, well, thank you. You pointed at me, by the way.
Well, I did. You're a good trick.
Thank you.
Fuck
Okay,
off.
now we gotta watch the fucking jack
Dude,
pop out of the
you
box.
knocked out Kimbo. Where the fuck, bro?
Yeah, man, that's cool. You don't have to work 3 hours a
You
day.
made a year salary in that
I mean,
minute and some odd
you know.
seconds.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And your errands are, for
Yeah,
luxury
oh,
things like
totally.
your
Well, that's what I'm
deck and
saying. It's
stuff.
for the gym.
Yeah.
Well,
Which,
no,
by the way-
that's on the weekend.
I don't think they should allow kids into Home Depot, so you shouldn't have to go in there and
Yeah.
fucking.
Home Depot is the fucking pit of eternal stench. The bog of eternal stench is Home Depot and Lowe's. It's fucking ridiculous. I can't
Yeah.
stand it. It's fucking horrible in there. Nobody speaks English. There's a reason that the people that work at Home Depot aren't out there doing contracting work and working other jobs because they're the bottom of the barrel people that don't know shit about
Yeah.
housing stuff and it's just
We were just
ridiculous.
at Home Depot, and that guy came up with us reeking of whiskey. We were trying to get the paint.
Oh,
You guys look like fighters.
oh yeah, we got approached at Home Depot by some dude. Oh, he's like
Worst
60.
you train UFC fucking situation.
Oh,
it was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it was pretty bad. So, well, let's rehash the
Contest.
The
Tits and
contest
balls.
we have.
Tits and balls. Send us pictures of your tits with the sign that says Jungle Boys. Not in front of them,
Your face doesn't have to be in there.
but it'd be nice so we know who you
It
are.
would be nice if you're that type
Yeah.
of girl. Please, by
Yeah.
all means.
Yeah.
And just send it where they sing it to. Just our inbox.
Yeah, our inbox face.
Yeah, Facebook inbox.
Oh.
And just me and him look, so it's okay. And
Yeah,
then we'll
and
get
we
Carly
won't-
to look at the balls.
And we
obviously.
won't share them, we promise.
I swear.
I wouldn't judge.
You can judge too.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
choose
we'll get the winner. Remember, winner gets $100 prize pack. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do is take a snapshot, make it artistic if you want,
Or
You can
just
put some
plain
leaves
old
on it.
titties.
Put
That's
some,
fine.
put like a lizard or a gecko crawling on it, or like
Yeah.
a dog licking it. or something like that. I don't know.
And we have to clarify too that
that
with the ball
bestiality?
shot too, you also have like the Jungle Boys, like the
Yeah.
paper next to
Yeah,
that
the
too.
Jungle Boys paper. So that way you know you're just taking your a picture of your dad's balls you stole and sending
Yeah.
it to us. We don't want that. Go to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to us. Hopefully within this next century we'll be on iTunes.
And share us with your friends.
Share us with your friends. If you have a Dear Fatso, please submit it. We had a couple
Yep.
of good ones this time. Please keep doing that.
Yeah, definitely. Great questions.
And
Yep.
I think it's
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get some $1 hamburgers.
Yeah, $1 hamburger night. So thanks, Aaron,
Thank
for
you.
being here again. Carly,
Mhm.
peace out.
Yep. Oh, fuck you guys.
Everywhere.